Hello, hello. Old Dad here, and I just got done watching Raw. Did I get my Claymore? What about the Street Profits? Wait till you hear about all that. That's all coming up. That's all coming up right here. Let's get to this. SmackDown's getting ready to start. Drew McIntyre is supposed to be there. I'm excited. I'm anxious. Last week, I was in the hospital. So this week, Old Dad's all in. Someone get Claymored. Fingers crossed. That'd make Old Dad happy. I want to see if Jimmy's doing better. I want to see if he's on his way of being just like Jay, taking it over. I like Jimmy on the mic. Speaking of the mic, LA Knight. We're hoping he's there too. I mean, I've got high hopes. Now, I know DIY is getting ready to face Pretty Deadly, and I know that that's going to be good. Do I think, Old Dad, you tell me, Old Dad, is Pretty Deadly going to win the titles? Is this their day? No. It ain't their day. What's going to end up happening if there ain't a cheaty kind of finish? What's going to end up happening is if they start to lose, you're going to get Ciampa Unleashed. That's an Old Dad prediction, but let's see if this stuff happens. Fingers are crossed. Old Dad is made whole. Old Dad, Triple H, thank you. What's good for the heart? Old Dad was in the hospital for his heart. What's good for the heart? A Claymore. Did Drew lose? Drew lost. Jimmy won. Big W. Good for you, Jimmy. I'm telling you, Drew did an Alabama Slam type thing with Jimmy to the steps. Nah. I thought for sure the man was going to the hospital himself. I'm not getting up from that. I'm not getting up from most of that. Anywho, that was beautiful. Jimmy ended up doing a roll-up and stealing the win. Do we give him a good job? We give him a good job. He beat Drew McIntyre. You need a special type of... But Drew McIntyre came back in, beat him up. And then it looked like Drew McIntyre was walking away. Old Dad was getting ready to hit the button. Old Dad was getting ready to say, I got to watch Drew McIntyre beat someone up. Old Dad is happy. Look at that. Look at that right there. That's a Claymore guy. Right there. Old Drew McIntyre. Right there on the desk. Anywho, Claymore. Smiles. Good for the heart. That's good for the heart. Old Dad's happy. We're moving on. I'm like this. I'm all over the place. LA Knight. I was happy when I got Carmelo Hayes. It's a tag team match. Miz and Carmelo Hayes. R-Truth needed a partner. He's got LA Knight. LA Knight needs a microphone. He doesn't have one, but I'm a happy Old Dad. You know what this is missing? LA Knight. I've been looking. I'll find him. And when I do, he's going up there. He may even go right next to R-Truth now. We don't know. But I am excited for this match. I know this is an in-between, but Old Dad is excited. That match was fantastic. Shinsuke Nakamura went after LA Knight. That was the difference maker. They were doing good. But the big thing, the big takeaway of this, The Miz went to do the skull-crushing finale, and at the same time, Carmelo Hayes shoots in, does the first 48. Together. It was like a beautiful tag team move. Both of their finishers, one move. R-Truth didn't get up from that. Nobody would. That was so good. Was it the best match of the night? No. Drew McIntyre was the best match of the night. And I'll tell you what, the old dad needed that Claymore, so that's going to be a hard match to beat. Just saying. Yeah, did Jay win? I got my Claymore. But that match was beautiful. And it was fun. It was fun. There was a point in that match, R-Truth tagged in The Miz. And The Miz was like, what are you doing? It was fun. Tiffany Stratton versus Candice LeRae. That was storytelling gold. Everything from Charlotte Flair coming out in the match, them talky. They're setting up for Trish Stratus to team up with Tiffany Stratton. My only concern, they're trying to make Tiffany Stratton a good guy. Tiffany Stratton's not a good guy. You know what Tiffany Stratton is? Tiffany Stratton is the ultimate bad guy. Her and Ludwig Kaiser together, he should come out with her. She should come out with him. I'm just saying. Let's throw that out there. Because they're both bad. Now, one other thing I would like to really point out is the storytelling in that match was next level. Was that match the greatest match? No. That match almost, I want to call that like a reset. They had it all set up to tell a story, to slow the pace down, so that whenever the next high flyer match, DIY and Pretty Deadly, when those kind of matches happen, we're ready for it. Did I like it? I loved it. Best match of the night? No. Still, it is going to be so hard to beat that Claymore. Anyway, let's get to this. This is just an in-between thing. This is just a old dad notice thing. But I watched the pizza commercial. They're using actors. Why are they using actors? Use the guys from TikTok. They're more fun. They have energy. Now, potato. Old dad eats potatoes for wrestling. I don't know. I don't have pizza. I like potatoes. But I do. I mean, it's wrestling. You get your pizza commercial. I like the one. I like the one with the kids. The youngins that does the TikTok. They're fun to watch. That was it. That's all I had right there. I don't know. Potato. Liv Morgan versus Naomi. Did it deliver? That was all over the place. That was fun. That was all over the place. I no more than realized that the match was happening, and it didn't happen. It was just a big brawl. Boom, boom, boom. Power, this, that. I liked it. Did I like it? I loved it. Was it a match? It can't be the best match. It wasn't a match. The match couldn't happen. It was bang, bang, boom, boom. I loved it. We need more. And you know it was all just the build-up. You all know it was a build-up for the tag team match. Old Dad's invested. Old Dad's invested. And you know what I want to see? Because you know that ending's going to be like, oh. So if you're going to mess up that ending, make it Jade Cargill. Make it where Jade Cargill gets Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair becomes the bad guy. I'm just saying. She would make it. She's one of them kind of bad guy. That she's just so good. Seth Rollins, U.S. title bad guy. You know what I'm talking about. I'm all over the place. That was fun. Old Dad needs more. All right, moving on. The Rock comes out. He's trying to be a bad guy. He does bad guy stuff. He does good guy stuff. Rock, come on, buddy. You're not a bad guy. You wasn't able to be a bad guy when you was a bad guy. Back in the day, I remember it. I was one of them people that cheered. I was like, yes, Rock. I mean, The Rock is so over. And he's at such a next level. I stopped and I thought to myself, I said, Old Dad, do you ever wonder to yourself if he sits on the bed or if he sits on a chair and when he puts on his pants, he does both legs at once? Because I figure he's different. I figure he's made different. Old Dad, I'm just a regular old dad. I put my pants on one leg at a time. I bet you he does both at once. Outside of that, he said, I want you to be my champion. He said to Cody Rhodes, I want you to be my champion. Now, that was all over the place. Like, you're like in wonder. What does that mean? Is he asking Cody to be a bad guy? Is he asking him to be a good guy? He points out the fact that he's the people's champion. Cody's the people's champion. That was interesting. I was like, where are you going for that? And then Cody was like, wait a minute, is that what this is about? You want my title? And he is like, no, I want your soul. Okay, so I'm curious. Am I like going to be wondering about this at work while I'm working? No, probably not. But every time I watch wrestling, I'm going to wonder. I do want to see that ending at Elimination Chamber. You kind of got me there. I'm just like, but it was good. It was good. It was The Rock. Does Old Dad have any complaints? Does Old Dad? No. Rock and Cody Rhodes? Seriously? That was interesting. That was interesting. All right, let's go to the next thing. Street Profits. I don't even know what else to say. Street Profits. Was that match okay? That match was okay. That match was a good tag. Street Profits. They came out and laid waste. And that's the thing. They dominated. They just beat everybody up. Motor City Machine Guns came out. We're going to save the day. No, you're not. Street Profits, standing strong. Montez Ford does this frog splash that I'm pretty sure he could have grabbed the rafters for. That, you want to see that? I'm telling you, you want to see that. Old Dad's opinion? No. I'm 100% confident in the fact you want to see that. Street Profits. Dawkins grabs a hold of him, runs to the post, and just smacks him with it. Like running. Like, boom. You want to see that. After my video, you want to see that. Anyway, let's keep going. Main event worth being called a main event. Main event worth. Okay, so I didn't get a whole lot of Damian Priest with Jacob Fatu, and they did tell a little more on the story for Solo and Jacob Fatu. That match was good. My takeaway, my main point, Braun Strowman running, doing the running, where he like just runs him over. He did that to Jacob Fatu and Tama Tonga at the same time. And they went. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Was it real? Was it fake? Did they help? Was it it was, you gotta see it. It was something else. It was something else. After I'm done, first of all, I would say go watch the Street Profits. Then I would say watch that where he ran him over and stuff like that. And the number one thing, if you were going to watch something, check out the Claymore. Claymore made my night. All things in the world, Claymore made my night. I'm just going to say that. Now, did I think that this was fantastic? Of course, I thought it was fantastic. You could see the excitement in my voice. Yeah, you could see my voice. You could see the excitement on me. You could hear it in my voice. I am all about this. This was fun. I enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Now, there's a couple notes I wrote down because I didn't want to forget. Old Dad didn't want to forget. And the notes go like this. One, kudos to the cameraman. There was this one point where Braun Strowman was going to go for the tag. That ring looked forever long. Forever long. And I know that ring ain't forever long, but the cameraman sure made it look that way. Kudos to the cameraman. Another note. Thank you. Thank you, SmackDown. Thank you, Mr. Levesque, Triple H, boss man guy. You didn't dive me to death. You didn't dive me to death. Old Dad appreciates that. The Rock segment, wonderful. And Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits. I love the direction they're going. I do. And we all know how I feel about Montez Ford. I think that he's got the potential, every bit of the potential to be the next Rock. Except that man could probably be a bad guy. That's a bad guy. But we're going to still love him because he's so dominant. Okay. I'm gonna end it here. Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Leave a comment. Share it with a friend. I got a cat here. It's Lily Cat. I would share it with Lily Cat, but Lily Cat don't have a YouTube. If you know someone that does, share it with them. Share it with them. And all in serious, I thank you. I love you being here, and I will see you next time. Later.